But we're gonna continue on with Amber. Amber's back. This is my final hour with you, and we've got crafting. So we're here live. If you see anything that you own, you can give us a call or stay on the line and say hi. Our toll-free testimonial line is 1-866-376-8255. You're still gonna, not spend more than $5 for the whole 24 hours for your crafting items, a crafting special, $5 shipping to fill your cart. We love that. So this is a jig wire and tool set. It's $24.95, and I'm learning all sorts of new things today. I don't think I've ever had a kit like this before, Amber.
And you haven't, because we are the ones who needed to come up with it.
Okay.
We Are Memory Keepers, you guys have been waiting for this. I know you have. This is the We Are Memory Keepers Happy Jig. It is a wire bending set that allows you to create shapes and words with wire without the hassle of trying to do it by hand, because we've done all the math for you. So you can take this tool, which I will show you quickly. This tool, create wire words, intricate wire words. Girlfriend, tell me how you're gonna make that, because I don't know how.
Oh my,
and
I was wondering.
turn it into a beautiful card with that dimensional wire lettering. And this is not just for card making. You can use this for events, for place cards. You can do so much with it. And this is the Happy Jig that you guys have been so excited about ever since it was released, and I'm happy to bring it to you. So I'm gonna show, should we talk about what we're getting?
Yes, so what you're getting is the Happy Jig tool with 95 pages, the wire cutter. You're getting 3 colors of wire, 70 inches each, and then you're also getting a roll of silver and a roll of copper. So you're gonna get the big silver and copper, and then you're getting the blue, the copper, and the gold, and like little ones, and then you are getting the cutter, and then you're getting the tool itself. And by the way, if you want to add this to your order for $17.95, we have bundles of wire in really cool colors, and it's $17.95, 12 rolls. You're getting both of these, 12 rolls for $17.95 if you want to have more, if you want to just like load up with wire right off the bat. So I was going to say, I want to see how you do this, because I've never seen this before.
While you were talking, I just spelled out the word hello using the Happy Jig. That is just how easy it is. Let me explain to you what you're getting and how it works. So this is the Happy Jig, and when you open it up, you're gonna find that there are little pegs. There are pegs in 3 different sizes. You're gonna have the large ones, you're gonna have the medium ones, and then you're gonna have the little baby ones. So those are the building blocks of each of these. I kind of like to, it's kind of like that board game, back in the day that you played, but it's for crafting. Right. So what you're gonna do is in your instruction booklet that will come with the Happy Jig, you're going to have instructions for how many of each size peg you need and where it goes. So for example, for the word hello, I need a large peg at the M26 position. So I'm gonna go here on my board where I have letters and numbers, go down to M, and then over to 26, and I'm gonna place that large peg. I've already done that because I wanted to make sure you guys could see how cool this is, but I'm gonna start here, and I'm going to kind of put my peg in, or my wire in, and I'm going to start shaping this. And let me tell you, it is such a satisfying and fun thing to do, to watch your letters take shape. I ran out of wire there. We were about to spell a word that's probably not great, because I missed the O in hello. So we will start over. So what you're gonna do is take this wire that comes with your Happy Jig, and you're gonna pull out, and it will tell you how much you need. So for this one, I need about 15 inches. I'm gonna get a little more just to be safe, and clip it right here. And it's a very bendable, pliable wire, so it doesn't matter if you happen to have, concerns about dexterity, because it's something that you can absolutely use and be comfortable with.
It bends really easily.
It bends really, really easily. It's not a difficult wire to use. So I'm going to bend mine around, and here we go. So good. I just spelled the word hello, just like that. And then when you're done, you're gonna pop it off, just like this, and you're gonna, there you go. And then bend it back into shape, and there you go. You have the word hello, just like that. How
look at that.
Is that? And you can kind of, bend it depending on how you want it, but then you can turn it into a really cute card. One idea that I love is turning this into a cake topper or something if you wanted to spell a different word. So let's go over here, because I've set up a different configuration. Okay. And again, you're going to go in, let me show you once again. The Happy Jig will come with pegs that are large, medium, and small, and you're going to get the set of wire cutters that nest right inside. And then you can close everything up and start crafting. So now I'm gonna make a heart. I've turned my page to the heart, and I'm actually gonna give myself a little extra here, and all I have to do is bend, and I'm done. And I can twist this a little bit at the end to close it off if I'd like, pop that off, and I can make a heart and then turn it into something like this, which is perfect for a cake topper if you wanted to make cupcakes for school or something for a special occasion, put that on top of a cake. There's so many options for what you do.
Can you do different size hearts by just making the pegs closer together?
So one thing you can do is if you head over to Instagram, there is an Instagram page for the Happy Jig, and you can go there, and there are not only projects in the booklet you're going to receive, but you're also going to see a ton of other ideas.
Oh, cool.
So there are ideas for different shapes, different letters. There's a lot more there that you can look at.
And then Instagram free.
Exactly.
Free ideas.
It's free ideas. We're not charging you anymore for that. So now I'm going over here and I'm doing the word love that I've already started.
This is so creative. It's so cute for cards.
Fun. I love this. And I'm going to show you in a minute how I have previously used Wire to make words. But just like that, I was able to create the word love using the instructions in my Happy Jig notebook that comes, or instruction book that comes with it. Now, if you're doing this the old school way, I have here the word hello that I've already written down on a piece of paper. You're going to get your wire. In this case, your wire is going to come with your Happy Jig. And we also have the additional wire that you can get.
Right, 12 rolls for $17.95.
But if you didn't have the Happy Jig, usually what people do is they write down the word, and you kind of have to, like,
right.
You have to bend it. I'm already done with this because it's already frustrating me. So there's the H. There's the H and hello.
It would be possible after a couple days.
Yes, you could figure out a way to do that. Or what I could do is I could take some pink wire here.
But let's say you're doing more than one card and you wanted to do more than one cupcake. I mean, it would you'd be throwing crafting supplies around your house.
Exactly. Let's say you want to make more than one card in your life. Right. Well, you can now because I can take. You saw me trying to write the word hello that time, and you saw how I felt about it. I don't want to do that again. But what I do want to do is this fun little doodad, which is just writing the word hello on my Happy Jig.
So you have like a camera, you've got an ampersand, you've got a cup of coffee. I just want to show you, some of the cute little things that you can make. I love the cup of coffee. I think I would do a card with that.
Here's some examples of some of the other designs. We've got
Christmas tree,
a little pineapple there.
But, yeah, so cute. A cactus.
Glasses.
Just really
cute. Aren't these adorable?
Yeah.
There's the camera that you were just mentioning. There's
look at
a little
how cute
camera.
that is.
And it just adds a little bit of embellishment and dimension to your project. Another quick tip is with your Happy Jig instruction book, each of these can be turned into a paper clip. So it will show you instructions for how to make any of these into a paper clip. So now if you want to make cute paper clips for your office supplies, you can do that.
Butterfly.
You can have a butterfly paper clip. You can do whatever it is you want.
There's actually a flamingo. I'm not making it up.
No, there absolutely is a flamingo.
There's a flamingo. Create. And then look at that. Look at the puppy.
There's the puppy. There's the butterfly. Here's actually, this is the butterfly that you're showing right there in the notebook.
I know we have less than a minute. I just wanted 20 seconds. I wanted to make sure we saw everything.
Yes. Thank you.
All right, guys. $24.95, $12.49 to get home. Look at that.
You can do, like I said, go over to the Instagram page for the Happy Jig, and you will see a different way to make different letters and numbers.
Okay, I'm going to get a quick phone call in, though. We're going to go to California and say hi to Betty, who ordered this. Hi, Betty. You're on live.
Hi, Amber and Helen.
Hi. Hey, Betty. I've never seen anything like this, Betty. Have you?
Well, I've been waiting for it, and I've been asking Amber about it. She didn't know when it was going to be coming on.
You did? Oh, Betty, did you message me on Facebook and we talked about this?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah! Hey, girl!
I ordered 3 of them. I got one for my daughter, Christy, that you met with us.
Yes, I remember I met you guys in Utah.
Yeah, and then I bought one for a friend that works for me. And I'm just so excited. Can you kind of show us real quickly how to do it if I write my own word?
If you write, well, actually, I'm writing a word right now. I'm writing the word love, and you will have the instructions in your Happy Jig notebook or instruction book.
Can you do your own word?
Oh, can you do your own word?
Like she wants to do her word, like her name or something. She wants to do Betty. Can she do that?
Look here, Betty, and you can see we've done letters. You can go to the Instagram page for Happy Jig. You will see instructions for how to do every letter of the alphabet. So that's a great way to customize your words. So of course you have love and hello and cute that are in the instruction manual.
And what about the Instagram thing too?
And you can go to Instagram and you can find all the ways to do the letters.
So thank you, Betty. We have to say goodbye.